Hello everyone, I'm Nantendo and joining me today is PushDustIn,
Hello.
and we're going to be talking about the just released Miitomo in Japan and the MyNintendo account system.
Mm-hmm.
So, while it doesn't have a release elsewhere in the world, just launched in Japan and Push has had the chance to go hands-on with it.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to get his impressions on it so far. So what do you think, Push?
I think it's a pretty good system. Basically, it's a communication app where you ask your friends questions and they kind of answer them. And with every answer, you get points, and you can use those points to buy clothing and stuff like that. It's I guess it's kind of similar to the premise of Tomodachi Collection, except it's all on online, of course. Just like communication, there's no single player element. So if you don't have friends, don't get Miitomo because it's gonna suck.
Yeah. Well, there seems to be quite a heavy connection online, but I heard that actually being able to connect with your friends is a bit of an issue at the moment.
Yeah, you can only connect to your friends using Facebook, Twitter, or if you're face-to-face. And if you're face-to-face, then you open the face-to-face app. Not the app, but the page. And then you have to tap the same symbol at the same time. So it's not even infrared.
You see, that would be fine, but I heard it's got issues with connecting to Twitter and Facebook, mainly Twitter.
Yeah, I currently can't connect to Twitter right now. Every time I try to connect to Twitter, the app just crashes. And that's because it happens when you either have a GIF as your avatar, or you have a large amount of followers / following.
You've got too many friends.
I was using the all source gaming account.
Oh, okay. That might be why. I was going to ask you, what do you think the follower account is? That's how many people following you or do you have to have?
On all source gaming has 1,700 followers, and I think we follow 1,300 or something like that.
Huh.
So it's
Maybe
not that high.
I don't know, maybe 4 digits is too much. Miitomo can't comprehend you having that many friends.
Maybe they tried using an integer, not an integer, but what's the data that's smaller than an integer, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Although that surprises me. Does that mean that? So I assume did you connect your Facebook account to it at least? So does it add everyone on your Facebook who has the app?
No. What happens is that if you basically have to accept it into Facebook, and once you authenticate it, that's what the word is. Once you authenticate the application, then you can just refresh your connection to Facebook, and that will search for any other friends who have that Miitomo authentication on their own account, and then it will suggest for you to become friends.
Okay, so it won't automatically add them all. You can pick which ones you.
No,
you
have full control over who you become friends with and everything. So far, my only friend right now is Maskman.
Yeah, and what's that like? Speaking with Maskman.
So, Maskman has his application set to Japanese, and I have my application set to English. Just because my system language is English, and that actually does cause some issues.
Oh.
So whenever Maskman speaks, his me just goes a.
Oh god.
Because it can't handle the Japanese. If I were to change my language into Japanese, then it would be okay. So you can only have one or the other. But for me, I have friends who speak English, I have friends who speak Japanese. It's gonna be kind of difficult to choose one or the other.
Yeah, I can imagine. Or is that only for the actual words they speak? Is there text like there is in Tomodachi Life as well that pops up?
It's the speech bubble, it's like Animal Crossing. They speak whatever is in that text box.
Okay, and does that come up normally?
Yeah, that comes up all the time. That's basically the whole premise of the game, is talking with your friends.
Yeah, but I mean, so when Maskman speaks to you, can you still understand what he's saying?
Yeah. The actual speech bubble does pop up, so I can read it.
Oh, okay. So that's in English then.
No. Well, it's whatever he types, and so if he's typing in Japanese, then it will just say, it will literally just the me will just say out loud, but I can read it.
Okay. Oh, okay then. Okay. Right, because I was going to say that would be a bit of an issue with connecting online, because I know some people are already having problems with online, like with certain countries, their IPs not being able to even connect to MyNintendo
Oh, really?
yet. Yeah, which is annoying some people, because even if they have a Japanese phone or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, or a Japanese 3DS with the MyNintendo accounts, they can't actually connect and start yet.
Yeah, Nintendo's not very good with region free.
Yeah, this is something that needs to be fixed.
That's something that they really need to work on.
Yeah. Well, going back to Miitomo then.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear there's an in-game mini game that allows you to get clothes, and a big part of it, I guess, is earning up enough Miitomo coins to buy outfits. Is that basically the gist of what the game is, apart from answering questions, or is there a bit more to it?
I mean, you can also take photos with your Miis and your friends' Miis in various poses and stuff like that. There's a lot of options for how they animate or what kind of expression they have.
Okay.
So it's not just like it's not like the Mii Plaza where you have only 6 expressions. You have like a full list.
Oh, that's really good then. Can you if you've got a friend's Mii, can you use theirs in your photos as well?
Yes.
So you just have free reign to who you can use, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna make a picture of me kicking Masked Man while the Miitomo graffiti was on the wall.
Okay.
And like he looked kind of like innocent, like guilty. But,
okay.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've been wondering about is connected to MyNintendo.
Okay.
So with the MyNintendo account system, you get gold and platinum points.
Mm-hmm.
And this system seems to be heavily connected with Miitomo. So when it comes to getting gold points, it's all about either spending real money, which you figured out you'd have to spend something like $250 almost to get a copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns.
That's the most expensive one. Like there are cheaper ones. I believe I know. I think WarioWare Touch is on there for 1,000 platinum coins, so it doesn't even cost any gold coins. Then Super Mario 64, I believe, costs 120 gold coins, which is like $89 right now.
Yeah, but I guess it should be clarified that you're not expected to spend money to buy the games.
No.
It's meant to be like you're meant to earn the coins.
It's kind of like a passive reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the gold. So how do you earn gold coins?
Right now, you can only earn gold coins by either redeeming like the prepaid cards or buying software.
So does it have to be software you buy digitally?
Yeah.
Or so if you were someone who liked buying physical games, then you're pretty much missing out.
Yeah, then you won't be able to get those passive rewards, I guess.
That sucks.
You know, Nintendo did say in their investor meetings, I believe, that they were working on making like the Nintendo account like compatible with Storefront.
I feel like that's something that you could easily be done, like if you register a game onto your system, or if the system notices that you've got a game, you know how like Club Nintendo did it, where it registered a code. I feel like they could easily do that to solve the issue.
They could do that. I don't know. I feel like in Japan they will actually have like some sort of connection. Like there's a lot of point cards in Japan. So like Nintendo has a very close connection with 7-Eleven, which is a major convenience store and grocery store here. And I feel like we'll probably see 7-Eleven and Nintendo come up with a solution for MyNintendo first.
Yeah, well, that's fine in Japan, but it's not quite the same elsewhere. I mean, in the UK, it's only in proper game stores where you can buy them points, not anywhere else, really.
Yeah, and maybe in America you might see it in like Walmart and GameStop and stuff like that.
But alright, so moving on to platinum points, because I personally find them more interesting, because with them you can actually get games, and you can get the platinum points by doing various things, some of which are like missions. So can you go into a bit more detail about
some of the missions are just like checking out the Nintendo eShop or checking the Miiverse. Other ones are like linking your account with Google Plus or Facebook or Twitter. So it's not really like in depth. I think in the future there will be more options, like if you play this game for a certain amount of time, then we'll give you this reward. But right now they don't have that.
Okay then. So one thought I had was, How? So you've been playing for roughly about half a day now.
12 hours.
12
I've
hours.
had it for 12
So
hours.
how many
I've also worked today, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, how many platinum points have you earned so far?
Platinum points. Probably almost 1,000, but I spent some on the Mario hat and outfit.
Okay, because isn't it 1,000 to get WarioWare Touched
or the Twilight Princess cross?
Yes, because that's what I wanted to know. I was curious how long it would take to earn enough platinum points to get one of those two games.
Well, I also had a head start because I pre-registered for Miitomo.
Yes, well, I did
so
as
like
well.
if you pre-register, then that will give you a lot more points. That and then like connecting your various accounts or whatever will help you get more points. One thing that I should point out is that if you've linked your MyNintendo, if you linked your Nintendo account with Twitter or Facebook, that does not link your Miitomo account with Facebook or Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So they're completely separate. So you have to link it 2 times basically.
So what are like what's the purpose in doing it for my Nintendo account then, or does that get you the points? In which case, then it'd be the opposite. What's the point of doing it with Miitomo?
With Nintendo account, you can use it as a login option, and then with Miitomo, that's how you find friends. Like you can't find friends by, friend request or friend code or whatever. So in a way, it's actually kind of worse than the 3DS.
somehow they made adding friends even worse.
Yeah, like I have some friends who I have only on Line, which is a Nintendo a Line, which is a messaging app, right? It's like a WhatsApp, I guess, in America. And I can't add them as friends right now because I have to wait until we meet in person.
Okay, man, that's a huge pain.
Yeah.
So would you definitely say that's the one bad? Is that like the one bad thing about this app?
And like some of the outfits are kind of expensive. Like I bought a hot dog outfit, and I think that cost 5,000 coins.
Okay. And how much coins do you earn?
You get like 10 or 15 per answer, or by listening to another answer. So like after I spent all those coins, like I have like only 1,000 now.
Okay. Jeez. So yeah, it's a lot of work then towards getting proper good outfits.
Even like if you want to get like a full outfit, then it's gonna cost you quite a bit. They have like in-app purchases for more coins and stuff like that, but that's just something that doesn't interest me at all.
Yeah, well, that's obviously how they plan on making their money, and if it's successful, they probably will. People will get into it and be willing to.
Oh yeah, I can see a lot of people getting into it, like, especially because the clothing refreshes every day. Like, there's new clothing every day, and then there's also limited time clothing with Miitomo Drop, that mini game that we mentioned before.
Yes.
So if you want to get the very unique items, then you have to play Miitomo Drop just to get a chance to get those items, and it doesn't doesn't guarantee you. I played Miitomo Drop for maybe 5 or 6 times, and I got 1 pair of shoes.
Well, oh jeez, I didn't realize it was that complicated to get.
Like basically what you do is you choose a spot to drop your Mii, and the rest happens automatically.
So it's like a bit like Pachinko almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like Pachinko. You have no control over where your Mii really goes, or you can't really influence it after you pick the initial drop.
Okay, well, so I guess my final thought is, do you think this is successful as Nintendo's first mobile app? Because a lot of people were obviously really critical of it when it was first announced.
I think it's a very genius way to kind of spread Nintendo account. Like, it's a communication app that basically promotes Nintendo in a way. Like, because in order to play the app, you're not really like required to, but you're very, very strongly encouraged to make a Nintendo account. And so getting people into a Nintendo account is probably the biggest step that Nintendo can do. Because once people are in a Nintendo account, then they can kind of promote their other services.
Okay.
And so I really see like Miitomo as like a great way of promoting Nintendo IP in lots of various ways.
So future downloadable like new outfits based on other Nintendo IP maybe.
No, like just even like having people in there, they're like, oh wait, we got this new cool game out, like in-app notification.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, oh, we Splatoon just launched. Watch, here's a trailer.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Right.
it's. I think it's going to be very successful at Nintendo.
Well, all right then. Is there anything else you can think of that we haven't talked about, or?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Well, if you liked what you listened to, then head on over to sourcegaming.info for more information on Miitomo, Super Smash Brothers, and all other things Nintendo. Push, you did a write up basically of your impressions as well. That's going on Source Gaming.
Yeah, it'll be posted. It'll be posted by the time this video's up.
Yep. And make sure you subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it, and look forward to more content down the line. All right.
Thanks.
See you. Bye.